got to a point where I perfected this shit for so long. Like, I'm never gonna make a bad song. I'm always gonna make a good song. I want to keep challenging myself because this project was me challenging myself. You know what I'm saying? Living up to a moment, and I want to take it further. I want to see how far I can take it. You know, I'm really chill because of God has placed like a nice reserve on me. But I'm like, bro, I've been through some shit that'll make you really like crash out. Like, me getting shot in my car, I was like, damn, if you pull the trigger like while I'm standing face to face, it's different. But for me to have left the area, then my car's getting shot up. I'm like, dang, dog, like that's how we're doing. Where it's red pill, blue pill. It can get even worse, or you could just be like, hey, I gotta learn from this, lay low, recover it, and get your mind right. Everybody around me is cut like that in some sort of way. So I always knew how to move. Like I was always be like, nah, that ain't what you need to be on.
I gotta beg and plead on my knees. That ain't that much to me. Running wild on my mind. The thought of you loving me, oh yeah. Need it like right away. Don't matter night or day. Tryna find the words to say. I hope you know it's
YouTube, what's good? Welcome back to the channel, Game to Live By. It's your boy Mod, and today I got a very, very special guest in town all the way from the A, originally from Flint town. This is my brother from another mother. My bro 3 Mil, man. What's up, man? How you feeling, though? Thanks for pulling up, man. Today I want to talk about a few things, for real.
Yep.
Just have a good conversation. But first I want to get the people like familiar and acclimated with who you are. So, you know, just give a brief little rundown, who you are, where you from, what you do, all those things.
Shit, well, man, like I said, go by the name 3 Mil. Originally born, it's like a whole fucking synopsis. Look, I always be trying to break it down like that. But originally born in Philadelphia, raised in Michigan, Flint, Michigan to be specific. So, yeah, that's for the most part. I've been really doing this music thing since I could probably talk type shit, but really started really professionally getting into like music since I was probably like 14.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
So you was born in Philly. Do you remember being in Philly, living in Philly?
So the crazy thing about it is like my pops on he's being weird. He was like, man, I wouldn't raise my son in a big city, whatever the fuck that mean. But so we moved from Philly when I was about like 4. Like, but I spent like literally like every other Christmas or like every Christmas, like hella summers. So I spent a lot of time there. You know what I'm saying?
You got any memories down there?
Let me see. Do I got any like real memory? I remember being cold as hell. You know, this one. But no, my grandma, man, rest in peace. She passed away like probably was like a year, 2023. But she didn't drive, bruh. Like she had no license, dog. Which
really?
was
like never.
She
never wanted to.
I don't, bro. Like I always used to ask her, but I don't think she really never cared, bro. Literally, bro. We took the subway and bus everywhere.
That's crazy.
Like, it's crazy.
That's actually crazy.
Crazy as fuck, bro. So like I remember like until I was able to drive, like you know, grown like literally having to be ready at a certain time. But I don't know, it's like I guess as a kid you don't really recognize or you don't have really like a concept of what's going on or how fast or how slow shit is going. So to me, shit, we was everywhere and it felt like normal. You know what I'm saying? Like but like taking public transportation is, I mean, no knock on it, but for everything, dog, when you got bags and groceries, but she
back then it wasn't no like Uber and stuff though, right?
But she was like hella organized though, so I just, to me, shit, she just, that was just her thing, dog, but she never was like rushing or chaotic, like, you know what I'm saying.
Do you think you picked up any of that, like seeing that as a child and like having to be on time to catch the subway or the bus, or you think you kept that with you?
No,
are you punctual?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not that punctual.
That's crazy.
Like that is super crazy, bro. Because it's just like I don't know, man. I'm just naturally like a laid back person, so I'm never like super rushed. Like I try to be like punctual, but I feel like you know a lot, especially like events. I'm like, man. I don't know. It's like every time I plan to do something, it always goes the opposite way. So I just like, but you know. Like
are you punctual based on priority? Like if something is like very important.
For sure. I'll be on time. But you know, other than that, I'll be like, nah, y'all good. I get there when I get there. But it's never like no hour or 30 minutes late. It's just like, bruh, Like sometimes, like, you know, I done had a lot of times I didn't put priority with shit, and they'd be like, bro, I'm literally. It's like going to the club like free before 11, bro. When you get there, you the first motherfucker in there. Like
that's not the vibes.
Yeah, that's not the vibes, dog. I feel like life been that way before. It'd have been a lot of free before 11 situations. I'm like, dog, why am I here, dog, this early, dog? like that's what funny. For real, bro. Like, dog, come on, bro.
Do you do you claim that you from Philly or you don't feel like?
Kind of, sort of, because it's like I really know some spots in Philly, kind of, sort of, or I really kind of like could tell you kind of where to go. So I kind of know, but it's just like, I mean, really, I mean, they say where you went to high school is where you from.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I didn't heard. I don't know if that's true. Yeah, maybe that's some Twitter shit.
So but being from Philly, who your favorite Philly rapper, man?
My favorite Philly rapper.
It ain't gotta be current. It can be all time.
I would have to say probably like Freeway.
Okay. Yeah, I was low key thinking that too.
Yeah, probably Freeway. Freeway and then like Cassidy. Really, now that I think about it, probably Cassidy.
Cassidy had a run.
He really did,
Cassidy
bro.
had a run.
Yeah, he was like really one of them dudes, bro. Like I remember like when people were still buying CDs, like, you know, that's crazy that we talking about buying CDs. But like I remember I had both back to back Cassidy. Like I knew, like I like was bumping Cassidy like it was like Drake.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like for real, I done bought so many random people CDs, dog. I done bought some crazy CDs, bro. Like I was talking to a friend about that, and I was like, I done bought some wild shit.
Like you look back, like why did I buy that CD?
Bro, I bought some wild, bro. Like dog, I bought John Cena's. Bro, don't ask me why, dog. Like,
wait,
like
John Cena,
the wrestler,
was rapping or singing?
Bro, he was rapping, bro. Like he used to rap. So I was on. You know, every kid got it.
I think I might have heard about that.
You know, every kid got into like wrestling like at some point, but I was on that shit for like a hot second. Yeah. So I locked in with John Cena, and I remember his intro used to be Thug Life, Thugonomics. You know.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was crazy. It was for sure crazy.
That is insane.
It's really insane.
And you bought that CD?
I bought that CD,
that's
bro.
Wow.
And you know what? Like, but it was like. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, bro. But I remember that's probably the craziest like CD I ever bought. I bought John Cena CD, bro. Yeah. And Tony Ayo. Yeah, I was a big G Unit fan.
I could see the Tony Ayo purchase. Yeah, I could see that.
The John Cena one was crazy.
John Cena's insane. That's insane. Okay, so born in Philly, boom, from Philly, you went to where?
Flint.
Okay,
Flint, yeah.
Flint town. So you was what, like 5? Mm-hmm. Okay, how was it growing up in Flint?
Man, growing up in Flint was interesting, man. Like, it was just like, it's one of them places, like, it's its own ecosystem, dog. Yeah. And then the older you get, you see, like, Flint people are, like, one of a kind, dog. Like, literally, they, if it was, like, a barcode, it's his own separate barcode. It's his own separate make and model. Some interesting people, bro. Like, so it was just, like, when you got, like, that Flint DNA, they always say, if you could, like, I know every city has this hood or, you know, parts that are, like, distinct. But I feel like Flint is just so unique, dog. Yeah. And if you could make it in Flint, you can literally make it anywhere. That's why I feel like Flint people got their own like characteristics, like DNA that kind of makes them pop. You know what I'm saying? Like the Clarissa Shields of the world or whatever. Yeah. It's like, no, like she's not putting on the act like she's like that. She really from the trenches. Like that. Yeah, so it's just like her personality is fiery. It's, you know, it's get to it because I mean, we from Flint, bro. We ain't got no skyscraper. We ain't got nothing, bro. Like we ain't got no skyline, dog.
Man,
like,
I didn't go to Flint until I met you, bro. Like so you guys, and I'm from Detroit, and Detroit already got its own reputation. Right. You know what I'm saying, from like outsiders, like how it is. But growing up here, it's just, you know, it's home, is what it is.
Right.
And so being from Detroit, we always heard about Flint's reputation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially never being there. And it was like, I have no reason to go to Flint. I'm not going to Flint. We hear they tripping more than us up there. Tweaking. So never went. And then when we finally go up there for the show, me and E, we go up there. I meet you, and I remember me and him having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? After that, like, I mean, it wasn't that crazy. Like, it wasn't that crazy. Yeah. And so since then, you know, I've been to Flint probably like 10 times. You know what I'm saying? Since Flint, the whole little area, but that reputation just like I think it prevent a lot of people from even going to visit. And like you said, it ain't like it's a bunch of stuff popping out there.
Yeah.
But I think if you in the area or you an hour away, you should go check it out just so you done been.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, but it's crazy because Flint got a lot of legendary worldwide shit though. Like, what's just funny about it because you know you got Ready for the World, you got MC Breed, Dating Family, like all these people are like historic. Even like, you know, basketball, football with Andre Rison and you know like Mo Cleaves and like all these people like Andre Left Eye burnt down Andre Rison's crib. He's from Flint.
It's like, a Flint native.
Like that's a Flint.
That's crazy.
That's a champion. Like you know, it's like burnt down his crib.
We talk about that to this day.
Yeah,
there's
like,
been so many songs and bars made about that situation.
Literally,
bro.
dog. Like Ready for the World, they're from Flint, bro. Like MC Breed, like was like one of Tupac's best friends, bro. He used to be in Flint, dog.
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
insane.
So it's like it's a lot of little like gems, and then you know it's just like we had, you know, it was like it's not nothing to glorify. It was like top 5 on murder rate for forever, dog. Which was like I just never understood that.
Yeah.
Even
Flint
as a
and
kid.
Detroit was competing,
like,
bro.
Competing for who can kill the most people. Like, like it was crazy, dog.
Like niggas used to actually glorify being top of that list, or like you said, top 5.
I remember growing up, he was like, "Yeah, and the murder myth," and I'm like, "Bro, this is not." I never thought that was lit. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I thought the name was hard until I got as an adult. Like, I'm like, yo, that's actually crazy.
Crazy
when
murder
you
myth,
actually think about it,
like,
the murder myth, bro. Our whole state is, yeah, that's wild, dog.
Yeah, so it's like Flint and the water thing, and then the water thing just took over, and it just like make you forget about everything. And it's like, bro, like it's really a crazy place, bro. That's why I was just like, I don't know. I just feel like I always tell people, especially being in Atlanta, because Atlanta was different for me. Like almost like, because I'd have been there on business, you know, A3C and all those other things, but like actually living there and like seeing their ecosystem is different because like you could tell this money circulating, you can tell the vibes, but like back up north, like it's just a certain dynamic. And it's not saying like it's poverty, but it's like in Atlanta, when I first moved, I didn't know where to go.
Right.
Nowhere to live. So where I was living, I think I was living on the west side, and people was like, well, were you over there? You in the hood? And I'm like, bro, this does not feel like the hood.
Yeah.
I know what the hood feels like, dog.
Exactly.
The energy, the air feel crazy, dog.
Yeah.
Like, you like, no, this ain't where I want to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? I pull up in Atlanta in the hood, people got S550s and Teslas and shit. I'm like, it's the hood. Like no, it's no Tesla in Flint, dog.
It ain't one Tesla. Y'all ain't got a charging station.
They ain't got nothing, none of that, dog. Like it's like no, bro. Like Flint, Detroit, like you can feel the energy.
Yeah.
Like, you will get robbed, dog.
like literally, you can feel the energy shift from being in a certain area, like maybe even being in the suburbs and driving to like a bad part of town. You literally can feel it. Like this, it don't feel like I need to be over here.
Yeah, you know, it's like it's no shift in Atlanta, bro. Like to me, it's just like I was like everybody pleasant Southern hospitality, but that's where I had to learn. Like no, like bro, like even though these people are nice or they pull up or whatever, they will kill you, dog. They will rob you, dog. It's like damn, bro, you fresh as hell about to rob you, dog. Like. Like crazy. So
speaking on I want to stay on that topic. Like, so my channel directed towards like helping young men, young dudes, all that stuff, and a big part of that is like everybody don't grow up like in these environments where you have to learn how to maneuver. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes grow up in a certain area and they think it's cool to like, you know what I'm saying, being them type, but they don't know how to move through that, and then they end up in a situation where they're getting robbed or they're getting shot or they're getting killed or something like that. Two things. One, like, how did you learn how to navigate, like, through a town like Flint, or, you know what I'm saying, I grew up in the city, learn how to navigate that. And then, have you ever been robbed?
So I've always had, like, I guess I would want to say like I'm an old soul. I've always had all of my best friends or family have always been older than me. Okay. So I've always had like some direction or people to be like, I always compare it to like, because I always tell people like, bro, I'm not quote unquote like a hood person or whatever, like, or hood nigga or whatever like that, but everybody around me is cut like that in some sort of way. So I always knew how to move. Like I was always be like, nah, that ain't what you need to be on, dog. Like, you know, and I mean, you know, but me, I've always been not like just a prove a point, but naturally I just always have been like a, you know, Sinatra do it my way type of person.
Yeah.
So that has ended up catching with me because it's like, shoot, I tell people all the time, like, I don't wear my struggles, but it's like, I haven't been robbed, but, you know, I've been shot multiple times in my own city. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people be like, damn, that's crazy, bro. Like, you really a gangster? I'm like, it's not cool, bro.
Yeah, it's
like,
nothing cool about it.
It's nothing cool about it. It's nothing cool about getting robbed. It's nothing cool about shooting at people, getting shot at. There's nothing cool about that. Like, unless it, like, your life is on the line or, you know, it's like a situation of survival, like, that's like, it's not the wave, dog. And the crazy thing about it is, it's just like, I feel like I knew better. So it was like, it was one of the situations where God was like, you know, or whoever people believe in, it's just like, God was like, hey, bro, like, all right.
I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
God I always say God has a very weird sense of humor, man.
Yeah.
It's like, he'll put you through something that's not funny at all.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
at all.
You look back eventually and you be like, okay, I get it. Like, I get what was I needed to learn from that situation. But like, you didn't have to do it like that.
Yeah,
like,
right. Literally, you didn't have to put me on like all Madden, all the 2K, all the fame level fuck up.
Like, I feel like I could have learned another way.
I could have learned another way, dog. Like, for real, bro.
Yeah.
So that's what I tell people. Like, yeah, I was blessed, and then when I got put in that situation, like, of course, like my OGs are like, you know, it was in that mode, but it's just like at that point, it's just like, all right, bro. You already in some shit, bro. Like it could get either worse. It's red pill, blue pill. It can get even worse, or you could just be like, "Hey, I gotta learn from this, lay low, recover, and get your mind right, dog." And I feel like that's because that year was crazy, dog. Like I said, I had been through it. Like I tell people, bro, I was like, bro, I've been literally not like, oh, something hit my leg. Like literally, I should not be here. Literally, and then having to go sit down in a correctional facility months later, dog. Like insane, dog. Like it's really like, so I'll just like, when I tell people, I'll be like, bro, I'm really chill because of God has placed like a nice reserve on me. But I'm like, bro, I've been through some shit that'll make you really like crash out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, bro, I'm chill, bro, but I'm like, I could really probably get like that, but it's like, for what? Because it's like, I've really been in those situations, even in those moments of, you know, like being locked up and stuff like that. It was moments in there, it was like, all right, bro, you gotta chill, because it can get real crazy, like, you know, and then that shit the Wild Wild West, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different scenario.
Every
so
man for himself.
Literally, every man for himself, so it was just like, bro, like, you know.
What did you learn from them situations? Like, what was your takeaway from being shot and from being locked up? Like, the biggest takeaway?
What I learned, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that situation where it's a situation where, to me, I feel like, and that's the newer generation, like, nobody wants to, like, fight anymore, which I get it, to a certain extent. But it's just like, at the same time, it was just like, slow down, bro. Yeah. Like, slow down. And to me, I feel like my aggressive nature, my slick talking nature, like, you know, being from up top, you know what I'm saying? It's just like certain people, like, they, you know, everybody don't got thick skin. Exactly. So, you know, because it was one of those situations where it wasn't even like, you know, it was just like a couple words and, you know, it was hurt. And then it's like, oh, we can scrap about it, but, you know, nobody wants to scrap.
Nobody wants to fight.
And then it's just like, you know, we got the YNs just doing cowardly stuff. So just like, because like I said, me getting shot in my car, I was like, damn, if you pull the trigger like while I'm standing face to face, it's different. But for me to have left the area, then, you know, then my car's getting shot up. I'm like, dang, dog, like, that's how we was doing.
Niggas scary, man. And this is something that I don't learn just being older, dog, and just looking back at like how me and a lot of the cats that I grew up with were moving like when we were younger. Yeah. And it's like, a lot of times, bro, like the ones that like portray to be the toughest, bro, the hard, like, bro, they be terrified. And that's their way of like trying to get you to not see that they scared on the inside, or like they be sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Like they way of trying to show you that they not hurting is to crash out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna shoot somebody, or I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, really, you really scared, bro, or you really sensitive. Like, your feelings are hurt. Your feelings are hurt. And you don't like how that shit feel.
Yeah, you don't like how that shit feel, bro. Like that, and like I said, really being inside that cell is a different type of beast. Like, like that's why I feel like I said, God's giving me like a type of reserve, because it's like, I had to be patient. Yeah. Like, I was like, it doesn't matter what I do, I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not going nowhere.
I can't go nowhere. I'm in here. Yeah. Like, I'm not in here forever.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in here.
Yeah.
Like,
you got to take that joint 1 minute at a time.
I remember, bro, like, I remember the day, dog. I was just like, all right, bro, you have to adapt. You're not going anywhere, bro. You can cry, call your mama. Like, it don't matter,
They're
bro.
not letting you out.
They're not letting you out. They're not going to be like, all right, bro.
Right.
You had enough, dog.
You had enough. It's crazy.
Like, no, like, you in there. It don't matter what you did, dog. They don't care. You are a number, bro. Yeah. Like, you are a number. They like, hey, bro.
I feel like jail and airplanes are two of the most helpless feelings. Like, there's literally nothing I can do in these situations.
A person telling you when to eat, sleep, shit is crazy, bro. Like, it's like a whole different level. And for me, I was in a facility like where it was like a military-based facility, so it was almost like jail on top of a camp. So you gotta like face the wall and like fold the tissue and blankets a certain way. It was crazy. Like getting woke up by like majors and dogs, and it's crazy, dog. So I tell people like too, like I don't got PTSD necessarily from the traumatic like shooting incident. I got more PTSD from waking up and being in a cell, dog. Like dog, like you wake up, had the craziest, most fire. Like you dream, I remember one time I was dreaming like, damn, I was on a yacht. I'm balling out, and I'm waking up. It's to a fucking cinder block. Fucking
ice cold.
Ice cold, dog. Got the worst blanket, dog.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the worst. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Like when they say jail, it's like literally like for nobody. Like it's the most inhumane type of shit I ever experienced. And people would be like glorifying this shit. Or people like, man, I'm gonna go sit down and do a little 5-piece real quick. I'm like, bro,
that's crazy.
That's a long time, bro.
You know, never getting back.
You know how much time could change in 30 days, 30 minutes, 3 weeks, bro. 5 years, bro.
Insane, man.
Like I said, when the judge made me do the rest of my little shit, I almost had a heart attack. And that shit wasn't even like, you know what I'm saying? So
how long was it? Like it's a couple months.
I had like, because it was like a probation violation, which I hate, because it was just like, bro, they make it, like I said, they don't care, like, what it is. Like, they going to make everybody feel, they going to make everybody's equal in there. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, almost close to a year. It was like 8-9 months. I missed every holiday, bro.
Sheesh.
Like, I missed every holiday. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Like, I missed hella seasons. Like, shit was
what would
crazy.
you say to some young niggas that are, just headed down a path where it's like you're gonna end up there, bro?
Man, I would say literally like I said, you gotta slow down and you gotta realize, because the thing is, like I said, they don't care. Once that judge give you that sentence, you're gonna look back and be like, wow,
you're going straight to jail.
You're going straight to jail. Like there's nothing you can do, and it's just like, was it really worth it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, was it really, like, especially if it was something like, I could see if you got in a car with the wrong person, whatever, those are, but even still, those are choices, but like, it's a cause and effect for everything, dog. So it's like, you went and did that, you hit that lick, you thought it was sweet, you went and beat that person, like, bruh, it's coming back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It may not, some people, it may come back in a worse form of death or retaliation, but if it come back in a form of incarceration, you low-key might have been lucky. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But still, like, people don't, like, nobody has a mentality to be like, okay, I'm about to go sit down for 3 to 5 years. Like, dog, I tell people all the time, like, I did that little time when I was about to lose my mind. Like, dog, my pops went to jail, went to prison for, like, 10 years, dog. Sheesh. So I'm like, when my pops went to jail, we had the Nextels or the Sprint phones with the green screen. Mm-hmm. When he got out, we had iPhones, dog. We was on our like 5th, 6th iPhone by the time he got out.
That's crazy.
Like, that's why my dad take pictures of everything. Yeah. Like, he always video. He one of the OGs we live, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I get it, bro, because you spent a decade behind crazy, bro. So I was just like, bro, like, that's nothing to glorify, bro. Like, that's nothing to be like, oh, I did that little time. Like, bro, you're not getting back those times. Never getting back. And the system's not designed to rehabilitate you, so it's just like they kind of set you up to go right back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not set up for that. I remember one of the CEOs. She's like, "Oh, you be back?" I'm like, "No, I won't. Yeah. You don't know me."
And they be confident,
bro.
Too.
Confident,
like,
bro. Like
we'll see you again.
Bro, like, and I don't mean to just go on a tangent, but just to tell people how much whack it is, and they're like, you can't have certain books, anything that's trying to like enhance your mind.
Yeah.
Like you won't allow it. Like, cause I would call my mom. I'm like, man, I need something to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, send me this book, send me that book, send me this type of paper. Like they won't allow it, bro.
That's
but
crazy.
if it's like a cartel murder series, dog, like you get anything.
That's
you
crazy.
get endless, but anything educational, anything like they like nah. And I'm just like, bro, this is crazy.
They really
dog.
want you to come back.
They want you to come back.
I need this free labor, man.
Bro, like I gave like man a bunch of like people I was locked up with like. Well, excuse me. When I left, you know what I'm saying, I just left that shit there. I'm like, bro, I hope y'all can have these books, bro.
Yeah.
Like I mean, granted, like I had like double copies because, like I said, they were bullshitting so much. Like my mama had to like just keep a copy or whatever it is.
Right.
Like, but so the books that I know I had an extra copy of, I'm like, y'all can have it, bro. Like hope that like stimulate your mind. Like I came up with all type of plans, all types of that I kind of try to still follow to this day or try to put in motion. But it's just like. My dog, like that shit, man.
That's crazy, man. Jail is whack. Prison is whack.
Yep.
Doing anything that's gonna get you locked up
It's whack.
Is whack.
Yeah.
It's not fun, and you don't realize how whack it is until you're in there. And
Yep.
at that point, it's too late.
Yep.
This is one of them situations where you don't want to learn from experience. Like you really gotta listen to what all the people who done been through it is telling you. It's like, yo, it's whack. You don't want to be there. You're gonna regret it, bro.
Yep.
But so. You in Atlanta now, right? Mm-hmm. How long you been in the A?
Been in Atlanta since what? Fall of 2014.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
11 years.
Yeah.
What has changed since when you first moved down there to now? As far as with you?
I would say, like I said, bro, like mentality and the ways to approach things. Because, like I said, when I first got there, you know, I think I still am like a social person, but it's just like really learning how to navigate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Learning how to, you know, like I said, slow it down, man. Because I feel like if I knew what I knew now, you know what I'm saying? Of course, everybody says that, but like literally, dog, like in a city like Atlanta, I could have moved a lot further. I mean, you know, but like I said, I feel like now I'm like the complete player. Like I'm like Tom Brady in his fucking 10th season. Like, I done seen all the defenses. I done seen all the packages. So, it's just like, I feel like that's what changed. I didn't necessarily know that. And then I remember for me, as a musician, you know what I'm saying, as an artist, like, I remember my mentor, K. Wills, he told me when I first moved down there, he was like, bro, you got to embrace the culture. And I feel like that's the thing. I learned how to embrace the culture, if more than anything, because if you don't embrace the culture and embrace the environment that you in, you never gonna win at anything.
You going
bro.
against the grain.
You're going to get like for no reason, bro. Like, and I had to do it because it was just like, you know, coming from up north, like I said, you got all. You know, we coming from rapidy rap, where it would, like, music was still in that phase when I moved down there. So it was just like, I got down there and niggas like, bro, this nigga's going insane. And not in a good way. It's just like niggas like, oh, he rapping, but it's cool, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you just had to learn how to, like, you know, embrace the culture. Like, you can't knock it, bro. And I feel like that was the best thing I could have ever did. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually everything comes back around and you know, you learn how to, you know, mix everything in. But I definitely have to embrace the culture because, like, still, like I said, everybody feels like up north that we rap too much or we don't know how to, like, basically create our own situations through the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody feels that way. They're like, oh, man, you know, like, y'all be on that shit up there, bro. Like, that's all I hear from people in the South. Like, but, you know, I feel like, you know, down here, but I will say, Atlanta, Virginia, North Carolina, like anything past that, like they just born with sauce, bro. Like I don't know, like this just the lingo, the enunciation, like everything, like it's just sauce. Instantly, like it's this guy. He been on like recording homeless people and stuff like that. I don't know if you've been seeing it like on TikTok and stuff. He recording like
like pull up on them and be recording all
bro, like they just fire. These people that probably never did music. But it's just because it's the accent, it's the lingo, it's the way they carry themselves, bro. It just instantly fire. You're like, dang. Like you have to work to, like, people I feel like from up north have to work to imitate that or have to be in the culture to kind of get that. Like they just out
They
the
just
womb.
got it.
They just
Yeah.
got it, bro.
Yeah.
I kind of jealous of people like from the South with that, because it's just like, dang, bro, you just saucy.
Yeah.
So I was like, if you got a little bit of talent, you automatically sound fire.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I just like I think, everybody sounds the same now, but it's just like still, bro, it's still a crazy ability to just hop out the bed and be from the South, and you like, oh dang, like, yeah, bro, just got flavor, bro, just got sauce. He just he just saying that shit.
They got a little cheat code, man. Once they got their sound popping, they didn't want to let it go, dog.
Yeah.
Like they got a little cheat code. What so since we talking about music, let's talk about this new 3 Mil, man. I want to know like what led up to you making this project. Tell the people about the project, the title, the theme. Yeah, let's just get into the tape, man.
Well, like I said, 3 Mil is like my third evolution of artist, you know what I'm saying? Because, I started, of course, rapping, you know what I'm saying? Was under a heavy rap cat from the Midwest, all that type of stuff. But I always had a melodic sense. I'm just music. Like, it's not one thing that I try to box myself in. But with this specific project, July Rolling Stone, like, it was just one of those where I think for me, I've always I got to a point where I perfected this shit for so long. Like, I'm never going to make a bad song. I'm always going to make a good song. But I feel like, when you're trying to elevate and trying to put yourself in a different category, it's like a fine line between, like, good and great. So I think for me, I've been trying to find that, whatever that looks like, whether it's an image thing, whether it's a sound thing, where it's like always trying to study, what's going to, like, give me that, because it's literally, like, a subtle difference, I feel like, when you at a certain point when you've been doing shit for a while. But for July Rolling Stone, it was just like, bruh, I've been creating good music. I haven't been creating. I feel like this was the first time I actually made a great project in like it's been a while.
Yeah.
Like since like I feel like I haven't made a good project like this in like probably like 5-6 years. Granted, I've done a lot of other things within the industry, like outside of just mainly curating, so that was probably a thing too. But I have dropped other projects, but it was just like they weren't this. Like, this was like a timing thing. This was just like, all right, I'm gonna let it all out. I'm gonna put it in a certain vein where it needs to feel a certain way. Outside of that, it was just like I never made nothing I feel like was gonna change a person's mood or the way they felt, or felt like I was talking to them. Because I tell people all the time, like, I'm never capping in none of this shit. Like I've been in relationships, I've been like in all these other things, but it's just like I feel like I have the special ability to almost put these things in like time capsules and bring them back when it's time to create. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what I'm talking about, man, not happened like 6 months ago, 6 minutes ago, 6 weeks ago. It probably happened 6 years ago, but the idea for me is still fresh. So it's like whether it was a conversation, whether it was a story through a homegirl or a homeboy, like I'm always able to put that shit in a piece. And July Rolling Stone was to me like telling different stories of different, situations, whether it be myself or another person in different moments. Because, I went through, like starting the joint off with like the super smooth R&B joint, then it go for like, a retro pop vibe, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff like that. Then it's going to like, like neo soul up tempo, just like, but it's creating different moments from different aspects of my life, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like that's where like I was like, yeah, I'm on one, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just like, and it was really challenging myself too, man. Like when D'Angelo died, I don't know, people probably cliche with this, but I remember, dog, like no lie, bro, like I sat in the car and had tears in my eyes, like, dang, like, for like music, from a person I idolize in music, because it's like, I'm not like a singer by nature, or, like I just know how to, manipulate and make stuff sound good. Like I said, I'm just music, but it's just like, I was just like, bro, I really been bullshitting.
Yeah.
I really haven't been like creating like to where as at my age I should be creating these things, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, wow, dog, like let me step my shit up. And it was just like, let me get the instrumentation behind it. Let me make it feel like something. Because I can say whatever I want, but if that shit don't feel like nothing,
it ain't
man,
hitting you, or hitting the listener, like
it's McDonald's, dog.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying. Like you can eat it, but it's not fulfilling.
Yeah.
So I feel like I seen like people's like real reaction, like, no, you own one. And I was just like, yeah, bro, because it's just like that was the first time like in a while I felt like I made some shit that was just like, like damn, like
I can say from my personal experience, from knowing you since I don't even know how many years at this point.
Yeah, it's been locked in.
Watching, what I'm saying, watching you grow from an artist from when we first met to now, to me, and then with E as well, when we both met, we was like out the gate, like, yo, he's fire. And we some people that didn't really like a lot of local artists, you know what I'm saying? We had people that's already established and that have proven themselves, but to meet somebody out the gate that was like fire out the gate was new for us. So watching you go from then to now, I can say this project just sounds like how you said you would never make a bad song. I don't think you were speaking from a point of just being like arrogant. I think you're speaking from a point of like, I'll just put in enough reps.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like Steph, at this point we say Steph can't take a bad shot. Right. You know what I'm saying? He might not make it.
Right.
But it wasn't a bad shot for him.
Right.
Like wherever he shoot it from, that's a good shot for Steph.
Right.
So this project just sounds like somebody who done put in so many reps, you know what I'm saying, to where you was just in the bag, and them joints was just clicking.
Yeah. And
this is my personal favorite project from you, just because of the I don't know, man. It's like it was no misses on this joint. Like from start to finish, when I first played the joint straight through, I'm like, yeah, man, he gets it. And some people never get to this point in their career, dog, where like everything click, everything makes sense. I don't know what your process was or your thoughts was while recording these records, but just as a listener and a fan of music, and then also somebody who's been on that side of music, I'm hearing it, I'm like, yeah, man, he get it, he got it. Like this is one of them ones where, whatever happens after here, people gonna go back and be like, this was that brown sugar, you know what I'm saying, for this person, or that good kid, Mad City for this person. Like, yes, the artist has had tons of work and projects and music that came before this for them to get to that point, but it gets to a point where like this is your first thing that kind of catapults you, you know what I'm saying, going forward. That's what it felt like to me, listening to this joint. Like, was any of that your thought process when you was making these records?
Like I don't know. Like I said, for me, when we talk about Steph and putting in reps, like it's just like I feel like God's blessed me with an ability to flip the switch, which is a dangerous thing because like when we was talking to Mom just I was like, I don't play with God in certain aspects,
right.
And I feel like for me, I gotta stop playing with God in that aspect as far as like what He's giving me, because it's just like, bruh, like I can literally flip this shit on, bro, and I feel like that's what I did, and it was just like almost like being lazy, bro, and that's why sometimes like I'm like hard on myself because it's like, bro, you should have been did this. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, through other ventures and other things that's going on, I didn't do it. Bottom line, I didn't do it. Didn't do the shit, right? So it's just like, but when I really took my time and really like knew where I wanted to be, it was like, okay, no, this shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but then like so when I really saw the reactions and I really seen things that kind of made me be like, okay, dog, you got to get to work. Like, you got to get to work for real. Like, I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's when I was making it. I didn't feel like, not saying I don't feel like it was good, but I didn't know people would be like this receptive. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, no, Brandon, like, you really got to work with this one. Like, you kind of like, you can't be like, oh, I just put out this shit for like promo or, it's like, no, you really got to, because I had like 10 songs that I wanted to put out before then, but like I said, they didn't feel right. It just felt like a continuation of some shit I already did. But then it was just like when I got here, it was like, oh nah, dog, like this shit's you gotta get all the way back in shape. Yeah. You gotta start taking care of, your vocals, like all this shit. You gotta really like, cause this could put you on a spot where you actually gotta like, you know, earn your keep again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you not just whatever, and it's just like, oh no, like you could be, because the game is so wide open right now, you could immediately put yourself right behind or right beside somebody that's putting up like hella points.
Yeah.
And I'm like I said, I'm ready, but it's just like, you know, I feel like that's what this project did for me, and I feel like this is the first time, like I said, I really was like, oh dog, like you said, this is a personal favorite for me. Like I was just like, I'm in a spot where it's like, nah dog, like you gotta go in, bro. Like you actually, because I mean, for me, from a genre standpoint, I'm like an R&B guy at heart. So I be studying what's going on or studying what happened, what went before me. And I was just like, dog, I'm just literally going to talk to them, dog.
Yeah.
Like, simple.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to them. I'm not going to be too, because I feel like a lot of like young people, and I'm saying that like we like just old, like super old or something like that, but a lot of people in the, I guess the newer generation, like everybody too cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like music was never meant to be cool.
Yeah.
From like, you know, like it's cool to listen to, of course, it's cool to, but from the person that's creating the art for the list, like they were never meant to be too cool or meant to be like a mystique. It was meant to like really just say the shit, really like, you know. But everybody afraid to be a simp, or especially
you gotta be willing to expose yourself.
Yeah.
That's what separates, you know, the artist from the regular person.
Yeah.
It's like I'm willing to say exactly how I feel, you know. And the reason why this is going to work is because you feel this way too. Like you resonate.
You like the average person literally feels this way. They just not in the spotlight.
Like
it's a nigga right now at Best Buy that missed somebody, bro. like, and it's cool. He not famous, so like they not. But you know, a person that got some shit going on, they like, oh man, I'm scared to say this, or I don't want to be looked at this type of artist. But it's like, no, bro, that's what sells. That's what gonna put you in. You could be the most horrible person like in real time, but if you just show that emotion, bro, like I promise you it'll be okay. So I feel like, for me, vulnerability has always been a thing. That's how I made my best projects or my best pieces of work. And this one, I was just like, dog, I'm just gonna really put some feelings and some instrumentation behind this shit. And I feel like that shit just took it to a whole level, bro. Like I really had to be like, all right, bro, you gotta be vulnerable. Like no matter if that person or that person block you or whatever or whatever it is, dog. You know that they didn't want that story told. Fucking, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Whatever that title, I'm gonna put it out there because it's like, bro, it's art. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't police art. Exactly. And I think that's what people, you know, they police themselves with creating because they don't want to look at this way. It's like, fuck it, bro. Unless you just saying some obscene shit, like which is like not really can't. It's hard to do that in a space like R&B or pop or whatever. It's like, bro, like we got to do it. And I feel like I got back to being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Like because like I said, I haven't had a lot of situations in life lately to where it's just like, I don't want to go make a project that feels like this or that. It's like, no, like I feel like I was like I took them time capsules and took some recent shit. And I was like, bro, like we gonna flush it out. And I just started flushing it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so.
That's fire, man. You said something a minute ago about the reception that you've been getting from this project, and one thing that it took me a while to learn back when I was doing music was that I don't dictate what's good or what's dope or what the people are gonna like. Right. And so I used to have conversations with the homies when they would be like, yo, I like this record, you should put this one out. I'm like, man, that's just a throwaway. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? That ain't sweet. That was just what And so I had to learn that you are not in control of what's good. Mm-hmm. Well, you don't dictate what's good. You make the project and then the people tell you if it's good or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, were you ever in the situation where you was kind of putting yourself in front of, you know what I'm saying, what you might have thought the people wanted versus listening to the response, you know what I'm saying, of people's, like before the music gets out, you know, the people that's around you may be like, I like this record, and you like, I don't like this record, like, or were you always like, no, I'm receptive of what people's telling me?
I feel like, you know, as a person that's been on like both sides as far as like trying to be like exec and then like, you know, like artists and all that stuff, it's just like I always say you gotta save artists from themselves. Like It's just, like you gotta say art from yourself. You gotta say yourself from yourself, bro. And I'm a victim of that. Like I'm not perfect. I've been in that position plenty of times. So that's why the older I've gotten and the later I've got my career, I'll be listening to niggas. I'll be like, yeah, you right. That's probably should go out. Like that's why I said I was like, bro, you right, dog.
Because like at the end of the day, you're the consumer. Like if you own a business and you are putting out a product. Like you might think the product is good, but if nobody thinks the product is good, the product is not good. It don't matter what you think. So, yeah, man, that's a huge takeaway for artists, man, or even up and coming business owners, whatever. You don't determine what's hot or not, bro. The people determine that. So if they telling you something is good or this is what we want, that is what you give them. No, like facts. Don't get in your own way, man. Facts. So since the project has been out, July Rolling Stone, you said you've been getting a lot of good feedback from the project. What are your plans going forward? Are you promoting this one more, pushing it more? You got new things on the way?
Oh yeah, man. I'm for sure, you know what I'm saying, like I said, doing like a bunch of like new innovative like content. I want to do like, got some exclusive stuff coming around. But I'm about to, I'm really like seriously back in a space. So I want to keep challenging myself because this project was me challenging myself, you know what I'm saying, living up to a moment, and I want to take it further. I want to see how far I can take it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to stop making, like, because like I said, it's so easy for me to cut on a joint, you know what I'm saying, as a producer, make something like this and just hop on it, and it's going to be a good song, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, nah, bro, like, I'm tired of just making good songs. Good, I want to, like, push myself. I want to make myself uncomfortable because I felt like I made myself very uncomfortable on this like it's records that they will never make it. Never hear the light of that. Even rough takes of some of these, like I've changed hooks around. I've changed multiple versions of these songs that'll never see the light of day. Because it's like when I'm in my private space or whatever, or whoever I'm recording with, I'm like, damn, this was trash.
Oh, that's crazy.
This was but it's just like. I want to take more chances, man, you know what I'm saying, and continue to take more chances, and I just got that from life, you know what I'm saying, like, if I play with fire in life, I got to translate to the art, you know what I'm saying, so it's just like, I'm taking chances, I'm taking more chances, I'm pushing myself, even because, like I said, to me, I'm not, if I tell people all the time, Brad, if I had a voice like Usher, I would be 40,000 times platinum. like niggas would be in trouble if I had even if I had Tyree's voice, bro. Like I would, bro. Like because I love these type of people, bro. So it's just like I love those. But if I had that, I always tell people that can like truly like they're natural vocalists, like bro. There's no reason I should sound better than you. There's no reason. Like you're like God has blessed you with the ability to like I said. Go anywhere you want to on the scale and you don't know how to do it, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it's like, that's why everything isn't for everybody, but you need certain people to help guide that, and some people, it's more than just having a voice, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like some of the greatest songs are from people who can't fucking sing. It's just but it wasn't about their natural ability to sing, it was about the song. That's why art is a collaborative effort. So I want to continue to push myself and put myself in a position to be like uncomfortable to grow, because I feel like this is growth. This project is nothing but growth, you know what I'm saying? Like granted, like I said, I should have did a project in this capacity, but I probably couldn't have done it, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm literally like I was, when I was thinking of making this project, I'm like, damn bro, I'm really doing shit I would have never done.
Never would have guessed.
Like never, dog, to the where it's like, dog, like I said, I have to put myself in a certain position physically to perform this album. I can't bullshit this album. You know what I'm saying? Like this album is forcing me to like put myself in a whole different a whole different work ethic, a whole different approach to life, a whole different mentality just because of the way I put it together. It's like, nah, bro, because like I said, if this goes right, everything is by chance. Everything is, the people dictate it, but it's just like, this is really, like you said, sets me up for my next body of work to where it's like, no, I got to go crazy, dog. Facts. Like, I have to really, that's why I said, I'm like, bro, I'm sitting down thinking about the next idea, thinking about the, slowly, cultivating it, because, I have to, go even crazier, dog. Facts. So it's just, I'm thinking about different genres. I'm thinking about, what I'm on, bro. Do I need to hire, some whatever, because like I've been a one man band for forever, but it's just like when you get into those layers, like for real, it's just like it's stronger together, dog. So
Well, I'm personally definitely looking forward to see what comes of this project and then whatever comes after that, man. Because, like I say, this joint is my personal favorite, and yeah, usually just in a different bag. And I don't have no problem telling people when they killed something. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no reason of holding those things in. Like let people know when they did some dope shit,
Right.
Especially before they pop. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, cause I can see the writings on the wall. So share whatever your socials are to the people where they can find you, and I'm gonna put it on the screen and all that too. But how can people find you? TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff.
I try to make it simple for everybody. So everything is she like her, she, he, whatever. But it's She Loves 3 Mil on everything. Literally, like She Loves and then 3 MILL on everything. Literally on everything.
What's the meaning behind that name?
So I tried to make it like I said, my new persona, that I think I just really embracing, what I'm saying? I was talking to a friend and I was like, because when I was making the change for my government, when I went with my government name, it was one of those things was like, like one of those classic R&B names like Ralph Trevon or, what I'm saying? But I was just like, this kind of sounds like I work at, it sounds like I'm a CEO at Apple, dog. Like Tim Cook. Like, what I'm saying? Like, that shit didn't make no sense. Like, what I really
is crazy.
For real, like, what I'm saying? Like them R&B names used to be crazy. And I was like, but no, mine sounds a little bit too corporate. It sounds like, not to say that I don't get money, but it sounds like I run some shit. Like, what I'm saying? Like, sounds like I'm a CFO, dog. So it's just like, that shit wasn't it, man. So
She Loves 3 Mil feels a little more fitting.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's taking on like, like I tell people like all the time, I make like player anthems, I make like love songs, I make, what I'm saying, like heartbreak, I make like Bill Bellamy How to Be a Player soundtrack, Boomerang. This is Boomerang 2025, dog.
Yeah, that's fire.
So that's what I was thinking. Like I really like want to be like on like 2025 like Marvin Gaye, 2025 like Joe. Like we got to bring this shit all the way back, man, because this is what I noticed this is what the people want. This is they've been dying for somebody. That's why you got
Ain't nobody begging no more, nobody yearning no more.
Yeah,
man.
that's why Leon is
yearn vibes is over, big vibes. And somebody like myself who's been on all sides of the game. Yeah. Like this project to me has something for every phase of my life. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was the player side, the chill side, the single side, the wife somebody up side. Like it touched a lot of areas in a small body of work, and I do wish it was more records. But yeah, like you said, it covered all aspects. So this is a joint for the chicks to listen to. Fellas to listen to with they chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like
however you want to do it, man. But yeah, She Loves 3 Mil. Like it's just like literally like she like they love me. Like this is like I said, this is Bill Bellamy in song form, dog. This is Marvin Gaye in song form. This is Eddie Murphy and Boomerang in song form, man. Like this is who, if they had a artist, it would be me, dog. Like if they were an artist, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I said, I'm just a student of the game, man. I just want to bring this cool shit back. People not cool no more, man.
Facts.
Like it's like, and it's crazy. It's like you ain't gotta try to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to go off on a tangent, but it's just like, bro, you gotta something, man.
Yeah.
Like,
something gotta give.
Something gotta give, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at with it, man. But like I said, July Rolling Stone, it's in, one of my nearest babies, man. But I'm looking to take this shit to like a whole different level, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, challenge myself at the end of the day because I got nothing to lose. It's like, got nothing to lose. It's like, yeah.
Well, man, I appreciate you pulling up, stopping by the channel, dropping some game, sharing your life and stories with the people, man. Anytime you in town, pull up. We can do this again. Listen, to everybody that's watching, please download July Rolling Stone. All streaming services, YouTube, add it on all that. You will not regret it. I promise you. We've both been around and doing music for way too long to let you down and say something is good when it really ain't. I'm telling you it's fire. 3 Mil, thanks for pulling up, dog.
Yes, sir.
And until next time, man.
Gotta beg and plead on my knees. That ain't that much to me. Running wild on my mind. The thought of you loving me, oh yeah. Need it like right away. Don't matter night or day. Tryna find the words to say. I hope you know it's on side every time